Your national forecast for Saturday, September 21st, the last day of astronomical summer, and we're going to be seeing things fairly split across the country. Take a look at the warmer temperatures in the east, and you can see the signature for some colder weather into the west. Now, temperatures in the prairies in the teens for today. We'll talk more about that and the impending warm-up, but looking at our conditions across the country, we can see, temperatures into the mid-20s in parts of Ontario, southwestern Ontario communities like Windsor could be knocking on the door of 30. How's that for a last hurrah of summer? Now, tomorrow, yes, at 8:44 a.m. Eastern Time, that is the official beginning of the autumn season. So the beautiful colors on the way, and we're still kind of hanging on to some of those warmer temperatures in parts of eastern Canada. Now, taking a look at the north, we can see a couple different communities are going to be seeing some rainfall and a bit of wet weather to contend with as we kick off the weekend. But off to Atlantic Canada, more dry as we take a look at our Saturday afternoon. That could change, though, as we start to see later this evening overnight a bit of northwest winds bringing some of that shower activity to Newfoundland. Then into our Sunday morning, some of those scattered showers appear to be in store for parts of the Maritimes. Now, as we can take a look, pretty quiet beyond that. We're going to have to look later into the week for a city like Halifax to start getting some more rainfall in the mix. But as you can see, by Wednesday, already expected to be welcoming some significant cloud cover. And for St. John's, a couple of rainy days after our Saturday into our Sunday afternoon and Tuesday. Now, turning our attention to what's been a very prolific stretch of dry weather for a city like Toronto. This has been the case for a couple different areas in Ontario and Quebec. A very dry stretch. That comes to an end today. And take a look at what we have coming into the work week, a pattern that really could be conducive of an active storm track. So not just one rainy day today, maybe a couple on the way. All in all, looking all the way through next Friday, quite a bit of moisture expected with a several round affair of rainy days. Now, for our Saturday, this could bring an end to that dry stretch we've had for Toronto, and we see all the way up to northeastern Ontario a chance of some non-severe thunderstorms, heavy rain, small hail, and some strong wind gusts will be something that we keep an eye out for. Now, looking at that afternoon storm threat, we can keep a close eye on that. But as we head into our Sunday, take a look at things getting a little bit more active into more central and northeastern parts of the province. But the inclement weather not done there. As you can see, heading into our Monday, more of that moisture pushing into southern parts of Ontario. Looking at this afternoon, we see again that 29-degree day for Windsor. But yes, some stormy weather from Toronto to Parry Sound and Sudbury, and even some surrounding communities. And yes, for Toronto, not a one-day rain affair. Take a look at our Monday through Wednesday as we could see rain and cooler temperatures become the norm. Okay, off to Western Canada now. Look at some of those cooler temperatures for the prairies. Those aren't going to last long. Warmer temps are on the way. Today we have a chance of non-severe storms. This began early in parts of southern Manitoba. Later in the day, that'll push into parts of northwestern Ontario with potentially some significant rain. Rainfall warnings have been issued in parts of northwestern Ontario. Now turning our attention to the winds, quite strong with this stormy event in parts of southern Manitoba. There's a look at our weekend rainfall. I mentioned warmer conditions are on the way. Take a look at Winnipeg by Thursday, 25 feeling like 29. So how's that for the first Thursday of fall, giving a little taste of summer. And for Calgary, a similar warm-up arriving a little bit earlier in the forecast. Finishing off in British Columbia, the Central Coast is going to be getting tremendous amounts of rainfall. As you see here, some of that will make its way into more southern parts of the province. But here's a look at our weekend rainfall. Atmospheric river events could bring even more rain into the work week.